So you might have encountered a hardware problem with your Nintendo Switch, and it's the widely discussed Joy-Con drift issue. This means that even if you don't touch a thumbstick, if there is no input at all, the character moves the same. It's not very clear what the cause of Joy-Con drift is. Some on the internet say it's maybe just wear and tear, other people see it as it could be dust as there is accumulating around the stick. Nintendo is aware of the problem and at least initially repaired or replaced Joy-Cons for free. You just had to apply online. I don't know exactly if it's an option now. You could try to contact them and ask for information. If you cannot send your Joy-Con to Nintendo because maybe the program is not active anymore, or it's not available in your country, and you don't want to buy a new pair of controllers, you could follow these three solutions. The first one, you have to go to the controllers and sensors menu and then to calibrate control sticks. You just have to click on the X button and follow the instructions of the system to calibrate the controller. In some cases it may work. If not, you may want to update your controller's firmware, if you haven't already done it. Because in updates, Nintendo fixed some controller problems, including the ones when the controllers could lose the wireless connection. If that doesn't work, you might try applying a contact cleaner like WD-40 inside the analog stick itself. You need to lift the rubber flap that closes the entry to the inside of the stick and spray a little bit of it inside. You can start using it immediately, but it's better to turn it off first and avoid turning the Joy-Con for like an hour or two before you check if it works. Keep in mind though that the methods mentioned above work only if the drift is not very evident. But if, like in my case, it was wear and tear, maybe the only way out of this situation would be to replace the stick with a new one. You can buy special repair kits on Amazon and eBay. They already contain everything you need. If you are accurate and patient, it could be accomplished in less than 30 minutes. So first of all, you have to unscrew the back part of the Joy-Con controller, open it up, and then to remove the battery. Then unscrew these ones only, as the other two don't stop you from removing the plastic, and also remove this one. You will see the motherboard with the cables connecting it to the buttons L, Z, L, R and ZR on the plastic part of the Joy-Con. Generally, you need to detach the cable connecting the motherboard and the joystick and the one that is close and blocks one of the two screws that you need to remove. But if you feel more comfortable to work without the plastic case attached, you may disconnect all the cables if you wish. Just try to memorize how they are connected and make a furrow before you continue. Otherwise, looking for tiny contacts on the motherboard and the cable, you can figure out how to put them back. You need to lift up this tiny part that blocks the cable with something flat and thin and pull the cable out with tweezers. Then you just need to remove the old thumbstick and replace it with a new one. Then just attach all the cables back using tweezers and try to turn the controller on, touching one of the buttons without closing it. If you see the lights, it's working. Anyway, if any of the functions don't, like in my case when I was trying to connect the controller to the Switch, it didn't recognize it and didn't play that click sound. Though it worked in wireless, I figured out it was one of the cables that I didn't connect well. After that, everything worked fine. The only thing that I didn't like, at least with my kit, is that the stick is a bit tighter and a bit slippery compared to the original. There is almost like air, you don't have to put pressure while gaming at all. Here you have to apply a bit more force and it's strange after using the original controller. But otherwise everything works just fine. I hope my video can help you resolve the issue with your Joy-Con and happy gaming!